My name is Tobi Abiodun. I'm a writer, copywriter, creative writer, spoken word poet. And before I go into the poem that I'm going to share today, Mrs. Ifeoma, you made mention of something about potential and about being limitless, right? So I think that's one of the things that as Nigerians, as young Nigerians, we almost do not have people telling us how limitless we are. You know, we rely on ourselves to grow by ourselves oftentimes. We do not find the motivation to keep going and to start going and then to keep going. So I will begin like this. I need every one of us here to participate. Are we ready? Are you ready to participate with me? So I'm going to need you to speak to the person closer to you, the next person to you, right? So when I say something, you echo it back to the next person. Are you good? So I be small boy, big force. No. If you're a girl, you say I'm a small girl. Don't say I'm a small boy. Don't mistake your identity, please. I be small boy, big force. Small mouth will talk. Body small like container. Dream big like pot. I know they fear hustle. In fact, I get two. You know, get how I take dark. You know, fit cover moon. I dey see your sweat. And I get one belief. Say your hustle go pay. People go see receipt. Whether you dey inside school or they run out for streets, no shaking. I dey your side. Your future legit. Them say you not fit. Tell them make them chill. Burger. No fit tell leba. How banga soup they be. Hustle to the future green. Hustle to the future green. He dead in Niger blood. Warriors fit give anything. But them no fit give up. That's right. So, thank you very much. You know, I've always wanted to perform poetry in front of a pulpit. You know, it gives me this erudite feeling. You know, as a young child, I used to see pastors, and there's this feeling I used to get. So, I'm very happy that you guys have given me this. So, I'm going to preach today, right? Is it fine if I preach spoken word today? Yeah. Cool. So, before I also go on, I must commend. Your name is Mojisola, yeah? So I must commend you, an engineering student winning a writing competition. That's very fantastic. You know, you know why I'm commending that is because I can relate. I read mechanical engineering, and here I am. I'm writing copies, poems, right? So I must commend you for that, and I wish you all the best. You know, the highest height that you can get to, right? So I'll go straight into my poem. What? Oh, I'll go straight into my poem, right? As a young boy, I never liked the idea of reading. The thought of spending minutes and hours in front of a white space with black text written all over it never made sense to me. I used to think that I learned better from observation than from reading until I met my first love. And everything changed. There is always a girl. To be honest, I don't think Cupid was fair to me because this girl really liked books. She had her eyes in one every goddamn time. I could see sentences run across her irises every time we met. She was beautiful, God's masterpiece. She was a perfect piece of art. And I was a shy little boy, afraid to walk up to this girl and tell her that I like her, that I want to hold her hand, that I want to sit with her, that I want to touch her hair. Until one day, I gathered up all the courage in my family. My father's courage, my mother's courage, my sister's courage, my brother's courage, everybody's courage, and I walked up to her. And you know, I had rehearsed words that I would say to her. Words like, can I sit with you? Can I, you know, do you know that I like you? But funny thing is, the words that came out of my mouth were, can I read with you? They were different, they were very different from the words that I had rehearsed. I was a cool kid, and to me, reading wasn't a thing for the cool kids. But here I was, telling the girl that I want to read with her because of love. So the most annoying thing was I didn't go with the book, and she offered me one to read. You should have seen me that day, shaking on the chair. All the letters kept running around like when a mailman lost his direction. Strange times. But I got a hang of it within 10 minutes, and that's how a poet was born. I don't think people understand that books are a different kind of world, where everything is possible. And if you bring that into the real world, you will find that everything is possible. Every question has its answer written inside the book. You just have to find that book to find the answer. For example, I wanted to ask Cupid why the first girl I would ever like would love something that I really hate. I found my answer in the book. I wanted to know how to know if she likes me. I found my answer in the book. I wanted to know what the first kiss looks like. I found it in the book. I wanted to know how to not fart in public. I found it in the book. I found love. I found love in the book, and that's in the literal sense. I found who I am right now in a book. Grew my craft and online presence from reading people on Facebook. One of the greatest skills anyone can ever have is the ability to read. The ability to read a book. The ability to read moods. The ability to read a room. It's almost a superpower and a survival mechanism. I like to make a joke that I know Sabi Microsoft, though, but on words I take Excel. And when you translate this, what I'm trying to say is, I am not the best person, but I am who I am today because of the things that I've read and the things that I write. A wise man once said, a reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies, but a man who does not read lives a lonely life. Another wise man once said that a house without a book is like a body without a soul. So I ask today, every one of us seated in this room, how many lives do you want to live? And does your body have a soul? Thank you very much.